Hello, brothers and sisters. Today's coin review is the 1964 D Washington quarter. And pretty much what I heard is people back in the day hoarded the early 60s quarters from 32 to 64, which was 94% silver, because of the silver content. And they said 65, 66, and 67 they actually took out the silver. That was the government took out silver and issued copper. You can see that rim completely 90% silver. Don't see no copper through there. And the government took it out because people just went coin collecting, for all I know. But they also took out the minting because they would collect on the minting too, and when they're not collecting, guess what? They're not taking care of the coins, so they were in rough shape and all that, yada yada yada. But this is a D mint mark. Its face value is 25 cents. Total produced was 704,135. 90% silver. Milk value $2.83. And the average value can bring around $6. MS in up condition, brought at auction, was $70. Okay. And what was going on in 1964? President Lyndon B. Johnson took in office, and he signs the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and the law on July 2nd was considered of the crowning achievements during the Civil Rights Movement. So pretty much civil rights going on in the mid-60s during the Civil Rights Movement, and ended the Jim Crow laws that had legalized it really legalized. He actually, in laws, considered crawling during the Civil Rights Movement, and ended the Jim Crow laws that had legalized segregation in the United States since the end of slavery and the Civil War. In the Main Purpose Act of 1964, ended segregation in public places and banned employment discrimination of the bias of race, color, religion, sex, national origin. Is considered one of the crowning legislative achievements in the Civil Rights Movement. And for the bonus I have for you today, a couple bonuses. We'll start off with the 1940 nickel, which looked like it's had a little bit of the days, but you know where they came from, which I showed you here. For the night, this is a 1940 nickel for the bonus. No silver integrated yet, but it's the third year into the nickel. Freaking goodness. Freaking goodness. Okay. This is a S, I believe. 0% silver. 65 cents to $50 numeristic value. 65 cents really is the highest value. The most it brought at auction, MS condition, $50. Okay, this one's in rough shape. This dollar was in rough condition, just for a 1988A. Now, throughout the pretty much 50s, In 60s, you'd see red here and whatnot. But pretty much the $1 didn't change at all throughout all the years. Not even the silver certificates, which are actually blue in these areas and much bigger. And this one's in rough condition for a 1988 Series A. And moving on is the $95. And this one looked like it got a little bit somewhat of repeating serial notes right there. Series 1985. In better condition right here. Excuse me for a minute. So excuse me for a minute, I forgot to read your verse. Corinthians 6:11. 6:11. 6:11. Guys, be patient. Sorry. I just gotta find my... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Corinthians 6:11. Chapter 6, verse 11. Chapter 6. Chapter 6. Chapter 6, verse 11. Okay. And let's see, next one. Another 1988 series right here. And feel this. You feel that metal content. Just one and only reason. The first big reason is that metal content. The second reason to hoard them would be all because of a little letter of a mint. And this is 1995. Look all the same throughout all the years. The $1 bill does not change a muscle. Okay, for this, those are the bonus currency right there. And the scripture for this coin is Corinthians chapter 6, verse 11. O ye, thine, our mouth is open unto you, our heart is enlarged. So excuse me, verses 9 through 11. As unknown and yet well unknown, as dying, and behold we live, as chastened and not killed, as sorrow ye always, rejoicing, as poor, yet making many rich, having nothing, and yet possessing all things. Ye Corinthians, our mouth is open unto you, our heart is enlarged. So that was Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9 through 11. Okay. The paradox of genuine Christian ministry is nowhere better stated than these verses. Paul noted 9 contrasts between frail humanity and the evidence of God's power. And Paul's life and teaching were an open book. He had no hidden agenda. Thus I have read Corinthians chapter 6, verses 9 through 11. Thanks for watching the coin videos. And I sound like a depressed person, but I'm just the way I'm sounding right now. And this is Lakeview John out.